can say was because Christianity got a grip on the original people who was not able to read or write. And the first thing they gave you was the Bible. And so we gave it to us. They gave the Bible to a preacher who couldn't read and write. So it's like whom and harm and decided to read service of the day. You know what I'm saying? Put emphasis on nothing. Talking loud and saying nothing. And a whole lot of spiritualism, we get called it. But it's not singing and feeling the Holy Ghost or somebody fall down and they really feel that stuff though. Don't think it's not a game. They'll work themselves in the frenzy. Because that's where they short circuit you from the truth. There's people get down there and talk. I don't know what they say. They speaking to what tongues they say. Yeah, ain't lying. They got a whole lot of Bibles. This is what they do to the day. And there's a big day. Say that Jesus rose up from the dead like Dracula. I said, yes, they did.
Listen, man.
Yes, they did.
Listen. Check this out.
Huh?
We know all that religious stuff is bull.
I know.
Let's talk about what we need to do.
That's fine. I'm getting that.
Get some
Get that right now. Now listen. This is what I'm getting to because I wrote out a Facebook post that we arose rally because we have to rise. You know.
So the Facebook post
That is a we arose rally.
we arose rally.
We arose, not Jesus rose. We have to rise. We have to rise.
Oh, you put it on Facebook?
I put it on Facebook
Okay.
as a post. We arose rally. But nobody wanted to rise. Please, I'm glad they're here. That's right. Please. Yeah, we arose. And see, because see what it is, that third degree.
Medina doesn't support this.
I know, because they haven't arose yet. They don't have, the third degree says, the three letters, three numbers. And I wanted 36, 3, 7, and 9. They didn't arise, but they have to understand the God to be born. That's how I interpret the 379.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? Because there's more than we need for us to be coming together. If we ain't going to come together and do anything for our children until we get people to come together. You know, we want to do the individual, because the God guys are coming, and the individual. As an individual, we have to do it now to come together in our collective. You know? We want things.
The thing is, y'all, the thing is, man.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people got to skip in the You can't make nobody do nothing.
I can't.
Right? But it's just showing.
Not that way.
We got to look. It's just show. You see what I'm saying? Because participation plays a very important role. A very important role in the growth and the development of this nation.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. That's why we keep the best open.
You got
the best
to
of my ability. We can't participate because we can't get anybody out.
No, you got to look, y'all.
Go ahead. You got the answer.
The answer is
I get a question, but you got the answer.
people that's got to put in the work.
That's all it is.
That is real simple.
That's it.
Many should come, a few shall be chosen.
Yes.
People got this knowledge for all different reasons.
Yes.
We've been here 59 years. Next year, it'll be 60 years.
True.
Right? And we all been through our stages, our hell,
Look at that.
all the shit we've been through. Because ain't no babies here right now, but they're here.
Yeah.
Right? And we all been through our world of growth, development, joy, pain, hurt, bad decisions. No. And at this stage, we got to come together. And we can do. And you know how you start something and you gotta water it, and then you see the growth come up,
Yeah.
then you see more participation.
That's right.
It's like
You gotta be
I just want to
consistent.
go back there.
planting the seed, right? And then watering it and letting it grow. Same thing with me doing the print. I had to get the pieces, the components to make it work, right? But it's a process. But I also had to water it, grow from it, learn the ins and outs of it. And still to this day, it's a process that I'm growing to make things better with what I'm doing. But that shit is work, guys. It's work. And much is given, much is quiet. If you put 10% in something, that's what you're going to get out of it. You ain't going to get no more. You're going to get exactly what you put in it. Is what you're going to get. And if everybody adds on, he got rice, you got beans, she got potatoes, she got
The
carrots, I got broccoli. We put all that together, we got the meal. Same thing with anything else, guys. We gotta take every opponent that we got, because we all is different opponents to this one umbrella of our God, Islam. And we gotta put the pieces together. Sometimes you gotta tighten up the screw. Sometimes you gotta loosen the screw up. But you gotta continue to put the work in. And as you build, it adds on. Because constant elevation causes expansion.
Well, we've been constantly elevating for a while, and
Things don't happen overnight, bro.
and we're still striving to get enough people to make this soup. What do we make? All the ingredients. Anytime you cook. But I'm glad you're here. I got something for you and your daughter.
You always see
It's about accountability. And what it is, because we got those that tell when something going down, they want to hear it, they'll be it. You know, and they don't. I know everybody got their own thing going on. Some people might can't make it because they're working. I'm hoping that's what the case is. Maybe that they need to be with their family on the celebration, that's what they do. But there's no accountability. And we allow other things to go on, you know. I don't want to be here, or certain, no, I want to be in my bed like everybody else, but because brothers come when they want to come, or when they come to look to get into something. So we're just, it's just that there's no accountability here. So you come when you want to come. You show up when you want to be seen. Other than that, it's what it is.
There's the Medina word.
They're drinking beer.
me and brother, we was out there in the desert. We brought Medina to the desert, and we was holding their ciphers there. They weren't even coming to their own rallies.
The same way.
You know, so.
Isn't that right? That is right. Anyway, and I was saying before my phone rang, I wasn't finished up. Oh, I wasn't finished up. My phone had rang.
I never said you was finished.
I know. But I was saying I want to get this over here because she was here on her appreciation. You know? I want to get this to you and this to your daughter. Because she's her that participated here. And I appreciate y'all. You got the flag that says, in the name of the law, world manifest. That's what it's all about.
Mine says
That's what
in
it's
the
all
name of
about.
love.
You got it, didn't you?
I want the one that says in the name of a law romantic.
Now, God is one of the gods. Couple of gods gave up this money for that's less money. Open it up. What's that yours?
Just heard this
That's her name?
That's her name. Sierra Beautiful Earth Younger.
Oh, yeah, see what you got.
Yeah.
Wow, that's what I said.
And I turned 50 last week.
I know.
Happy belated, happy belated.
You know? Yeah. Because y'all deserve it. Y'all just deserve it. You come here, you show up. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. You know? And I say, well, I can fight this and that other. Well, then you have to do whatever y'all want for yourself. Maybe you want to pay a bill. Or you want to buy yourself something.
Absolutely.
And I mean, so I'll give them roses. But you're going to die today. Okay?
Always a relationship. Yes, so what you say?
You know, thank
Peace.
you. So when you come here, you always help out.
Yes.
You'll get many places after the brother. I appreciate you. That's right.
She said, brother, do you want some food?
That's right.
She is such a little helper.
She does her job. And I appreciate that. And I make sure
Now
she does
that's
her
her
job.
for appreciation.
So all we ask at the end of the day, what we do just to be appreciated. That's all we do. Nothing more than that. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. That's it. You wouldn't live the problem. But I gave you a couple more herbs. And one, Earthly the Grace was shocked.
She sure was.
She gathered and hungry.
She sure was.
She couldn't believe it.
That's why I was asking, like, was this a collaboration? Y'all all kind of.
Yeah,
Because
come
that's
together.
what
Last
I
time together.
to give
No,
out
it
to
was
the earth.
just for a certain amount of sisters in Medina.
It was 7 herbs. And it was hard.
So they-
It was because earth on God.
Okay.
And it was hard for me to find the 7th earth. Until I thought about it. Sierra. That was the 7th earth.
Yeah.
And that's our future. And that's what we're here for.
That's right.
That's what we're here for. This was all about. That's why I come here. Not for me. I'm God's disciple. You know what I'm saying? If I get to your age, I'll be good.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
You be good.
So when you God about the earth.
That's right.
What about? Oh, I'm you. You God at the earth. God.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to do.
You don't know?
That's
You don't know how big that girl is. You ain't know?
I said, I would ask you.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling my church, wow.
Okay? You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
And she show up every time. She's the first person here.
Wow.
All the time.
That's beautiful.
You know what I'm saying? And you're a beautiful sister. Glad to give it to you. I think about it, man, the flower's good and the certificate is good.
Yes.
I can't take nothing short of
Anything that
I
shows.
can't take a short appreciation.
Anything that
But I
shows.
said we can show appreciation for the sisters that come here. You know? I guess they couldn't do it for all the earths and members. But half the earth wasn't even there. They didn't even come themselves. Okay?
It was beautiful though.
And that is very sad.
I enjoyed
Yes,
it.
it is. And that's the topic of the day. We have to rise from this tardiness. This is right.
That is sad.
And put in the work.
And put in the work.
That's right.
We got a lot of work to do.
But yeah, that's what's good. That's what's going on. So I encourage people to tell people to come so we can get this work done.
We got a lot of work to do.
Do not give up on this nation.
If we're
They
going to have
give up on themselves.
if we're going to have these
Those who know are doing their thing
They giving up
because of
on themselves.
whatever I said. That's right. That's what it is. That's what I said. They doing their thing. And they stay great. And I mean, they don't have to show up to grow up. They already growing up. They're doing their thing. They're mathematics. You know what I'm saying? We need more people to come. Now, for whatever reason, difficult, whether they had to override past objections for coming here, because we had to build for our own place.
This is it.
This is what all
I
about.
got lost mine. I ain't
You know what I'm
worried
saying?
about anybody else right now, man.
Yeah, that's what's going on. Everybody going for themselves. We had to go for
I got
it.
lost my mind.
You know what I'm saying? We all have one common cause, though.
All mine is
You know
mine.
what I'm saying?
Okay, please.
Now, some people want to build for their own,
Hard to say.
and some just want to have it to their own little
I
side.
ain't know about what it
But the
was.
story about the man, he went away and he gave his children, the three sons, gifts. Gave them gold. Right? So when he came back, the one son, he just messed all that stuff up. Right? He gave him some gold. He could get stuff together. Another son, he made more money with it, and he gave him something for a reward for doing something. The other son said, "It's right here, Father, under the rock. Nobody carry. You ain't do nothing with it. You ain't try to do like the other son, try to do something you messed up, or the one who did something with it. He ain't get nothing. So with no effort, that's when you get nothing. You know, for striving, we say trying because you didn't make it. You give some for effort, for living it out. Definitely, because everybody loves a winner. But if you don't do nothing, you ain't gonna get nothing. So if you don't do, you can't get something from nothing. And we're not gonna get nothing here unless we come together and plan. It don't take a lot of us. We need to form a corporation and put money in. The money that we get now, the money I gave you, I ain't really recruited back, y'all. I've been doing this. I know that. But as she know, when they was doing it out in the desert, sometimes they had to give up their own money to make it work. This is what you got to do.
It's called
You know what I'm
sacrifice.
saying? Because somebody has to do it. And I'm just doing it. I'm not bragging this facts. Because I want people to hear it. That's listening in the end. You know? The people can get off their dying ass and let's start doing something for ourselves. I'm going out next week and the week after to look for a place. We're going to get it, whether we got a bunch of people or not. Because it ain't hard to get it. Just like I go by and see some places got 4 or 5 and 3 churches on one block. If they can't get it, we can't get it. It ain't no bigger than this. You go down sometimes, you see people, they got a tambourine and a piano, and that's it. But they doing their thing, they got their own. They ain't asking nobody for nothing. And before you know it, they got a big old place. I remember that when we in the desert. The preachers stole the money and cut out. All they had was a little tent. A little tent. Now, they got put a building in that place where that tent was at. They got a big, beautiful church. They got an elementary school. They got a senior citizens building. They got health care facilities.
This Allen.
Allen Church. Allen A&E. It's an actual fact. From nothing.
Yeah,
From nothing.
but had a determined idea.
That's all it is.
That's all they had.
You hear what I'm saying?
And they
And what I
had a
say that?
determined idea, but they also had enough like-minded people.
That's all.
Okay.
Right. So,
We
that's
need
why we
more
build
people
on. We know like-minded
to
people.
support
We know like-minded people. Tell them to come on, let's
That's
do
why I
something.
said, where the Medina
Let's do
Warriors.
something. Well, they out there somewhere. Because like a lot of them still got one foot back in the grave because you know it's Easter Sunday. Because they early going to church.
They online.
They want to go to church. This is a big deal. This is a big deal right now. I Earth Appreciation Day. The Earth is saying that they, the gods got women who not participating in each building. So they in church today. This is the base of all days, of any day, like I started out with the conversation. No matter what, people go to church today, and they didn't go all year long. And they got the kids with their brand new clothes on, and they on time. That's right. That's right. And we got to do this every day. Because we got to understand the third day is Monday, but our third day is understanding. You know? And as you see it, so shall you be. Because as a person think, so shall they be. So you know they ain't thinking about it because they be. Ain't no ifs, ands, and buts, ain't no excuses. I'm tired of excuses. I went to work today and came. Some people, they go to work and don't come, so I had to work today. You know what I mean? But I know I have an obligation. That now bulletproof tell me I got an obligation. It ain't the knowledge degree. Some people say it's dead. No. Because the knowledge degree said, have you not heard of the word shall be born? Regardless of what? Some people are shall be. They were not born. He answered the man's question. Answer. That's his answer. That ain't true. You have not internalized it to be you. You still shall be. And I hope you'll come up and one day your word be born to this. And we get the things and do the things we should be doing. Because our babies are suffering. What they teaching them in school now, I cannot even. This critical race theory and babies instead of babies and he's a she and she's a he. It is madness and we allowing this to happen but not teaching.
Right.
And we know it's wrong. And if you don't go along with the narrative, they cut your funding. We have to raise our own.
What?
Huh? You know what they're doing. If you don't go according to it, then you say, well, I want to get a loan for education. Well, if you teach this, you can get it. If you put your people beginning in the grade, it's one thing to be other than yourself, other than your sex. And we allow this to happen for a little more piece of breadcrumb off the master's plate.
I don't condone it.
We don't condone it. But I'm telling you, that's why we have to get our own.
Listen, I can't.
You hear me, God?
God, I can't talk about anybody else, man. I can't condone that.
That's right.
I don't.
That's right. This is why we must build. Now they talk about building something on God's school place. In Medina. They ain't talking about building a school from the first grade to the 12th grade. I don't want to hear it. Because they can build apartment buildings on top of that. This is a law world manifest. Now you can have a charter school and teach what you want. But the people are not talking about that. I ain't hear none of that. I don't know what the people are teaching, but we got skills right here. We ain't gonna go nowhere. And we can do a whole lot with a building. I want to get a building. I want to look for one of them HPD buildings that got apartment upstairs. It can be 2 apartments. What we can do with the 2 apartments in the basement, make shame of what they're doing over there. Not trying to be in competition, but we need it. Because we have a population that we